Hello everyone, this is RINe, and you might know me as Aya or Ten. If you know my real name, please keep it to yourself. It could be our little secret. Today we're back with another round of Slay the Princess. Where we last left off, we were in Chapter 2, The Prisoner. We went downstairs to see the princess, and then we wound up slaying her. So now let's see what happens. Alright, Chapter 3, The Grey. So, let's see.
You're on a path in the woods. See? That wasn't so bad. And now we've got another chance to get to the bottom of things. Bit by bit, we're starting to unravel this place. There are so many more threads to pull once you stop feeling.
Oh dear, the voice of the cold.
That's a little dark, buddy. You feeling okay?
I'm doubtful.
I'm feeling nothing. And I like that just fine. So you've been here before. Of course you've been here before. What count is it this time? 2?
According to me, it's 2.
It's our 3rd. What gave it away?
Oh, I'm talking about, like, whole playthroughs. But yes, this is the 3rd chapter of the 2nd playthrough. So, it is our 3rd.
Your open discussions. The last time we were here, you were in full-blown denial about the possibility of us restarting. What changed? Have you just been pretending to forget? I'm afraid not. Whatever other versions of me you've met in those other lifetimes were just that. Other versions of me. I just wish I'd been the first. So you knew how all this worked. Why didn't you ever tell us? We could have used it to our advantage. That's because there is no using it to your advantage. The more information you have, the harder it will be for you to succeed.
Oh well.
It's not like it was that difficult to slay her last time. She may have put up a fight, but her flesh is still softer than our blade.
Is the hero still with us?
And now she's dead, and I doubt she'll be able to do much of anything from the grave. You already slew her, and you survived? Yes. Then why, pray tell, are you here? Oh, I know that one. We killed ourselves.
Okay, the hero's here, yes.
Why? Because you thought trying to stuff us away in a corner for eternity was a suitable reward. Was it not? What better reward is there than eternal bliss? You should have been happy.
Oh goodness, you should have been happy.
We were bored. There were still answers that we needed to find. It was actually working. And you killed yourself. I can't believe it. You ruined everything. How does us dying ruin everything? What aren't you telling us? The world doesn't stay saved if you die.
So that's interesting. I remember that in the first playthrough, the princess wanted to devour us, and it doesn't count if we die. Similarly, the world, at least the narrator claims that the world doesn't stay saved if we die.
And if the world isn't saved, then that means she isn't dead.
After all, narrator, you were just starting this again as if she's right back in the cabin where we left her. So let's see, because I mean, that's usually where all things lead, right? To the cabin. Let's go. Alright. It's raining. It wasn't raining last time or the time before that. This whole path is different. We haven't talked about how different this place is. It wasn't different last time. What happens if we don't go to the cabin? Whatever happens next, it seems like all our answers are in the cabin. We might as well see this through, proceed to the cabin. So, let's ask, what happens if we don't go to the cabin?
She'll find a way out eventually and the world will still end. The only way this resolves is if you find her and slay her before that happens.
She always seems to want me to go to the cabin. Like, the narrator wants me to go to the cabin, and she's always waiting for me at the cabin. So it's like I have to go to the cabin if I do want to see her.
We already know he wants us to slay her. Anything he says is tainted by his motivations. Turn around and leave, go to the cabin. I'm fine with either. So long as we don't just do the same thing again. That would be boring.
Okay. Is the princess really gonna get out if I just leave? Let's talk about the rain.
Yes, things are different, aren't they? If this isn't the same path in the woods you're used to, that means that her influence is already spreading and you're running out of time. Her influence? What's that supposed to mean? It means exactly what I said. Don't overthink it, or you run the risk of making your task so much more difficult than it has to be.
Okay, she's not gonna help me as much because I certainly sowed the seeds of distrust within her by not respecting her boundaries. And then, she rightly retaliated and I killed her so that I wouldn't die. Alright. In any case, I don't know what that means, her influence.
And what is that supposed to mean?
Spreading.
Forget I said anything. I've probably already made things worse, and I need to stop talking about this now before I definitely make things worse. Oh, come on, tell us your secrets. Haven't we been through enough? Don't we deserve to know? No. Is there a reason it would be raining? If there is, it doesn't matter. If a bit of rain is the best her influence can conjure, then we have nothing to worry about. A drenched corpse is still a corpse.
I do still want to go to the cabin. Maybe another time I will try just leaving. So let's start with heading to the cabin again. Let's see.
I'm sure you've already heard my words of warning in one of your past lives. You've already managed to slay her once, just don't muck it up this time, alright?
We'll see.
What we do is entirely up to us.
That I agree with.
And we have all those mysteries to unravel. Isn't that right? You aren't here to solve a mystery. You're here to save the world.
That much, I believe the narrator when he says that we're here to save the world. I don't know. I do think he might be telling the truth there.
That's what you say. But how can we be sure? We can't be sure of anything except what's right in front of us.
So far, a lot of us voices are evidence-based.
Okay, but we should care about the fate of the world.
Yes, I think that is true.
Why? Because we should. I don't know. It's important. Is it? Yes. I think. For all we know, the world you're talking about isn't even real. Of course it's real. Where do you think you are? Somewhere else?
Kind of. There may be worlds beyond, which is what the princess was talking about in chapter 3 of our first playthrough.
Maybe we are. This is horribly unproductive. The cabin and your extremely important destiny await.
Alright, let's proceed into the cabin.
As soon as you enter the cabin, you're struck by an overwhelming scent of decay, of mould and death and stagnant water. The once stately wooden building is bloated, its beams dripping with a black ooze of putrefaction, all but the exterior stone walls warped beyond recognition. It must have been beautiful once, but in its ruin, it is beyond repulsive.
Okay, so there is a mirror again. There is no blade. There is no something that, like, counts as a table. There appears to be a ghostly silhouette of the princess with the blade stuck in her.
But you're not alone. You can feel something watching you. There is a figure faintly outlined against the rotting wood of the wall.
Oh boy.
Is that her? It's like she isn't even there. See? We killed her. You're right. Maybe she doesn't reset like us. She certainly doesn't look the same as she did last time.
She definitely does not look the same as she did last time.
Before you can make a move, the figure is gone, vanishing behind the door on the far side of the room. The door at the end of the room? But there isn't a door, it's just that damn mirror again. Yes, the mirror that he can't see. The mirror? Is this some kind of joke? Did you all plan this out before dying? There is no mirror. There's the door to the basement, the table, and the pristine blade. Huh. It's gone because we've already
I missed
killed
that.
her with it.
I accidentally... Well, I must have it on the recording, so I'll look back at what he said.
But we had it with us when we died. And besides, everything else has reset. Why wouldn't the blade have reset too?
Maybe because we plunged it into her.
Maybe it's because we've already explored that avenue. We've seen what happens when we slay her. Maybe this place has decided we don't need to try that again. I suppose it doesn't matter why the blade is gone, but you're going to have to find it if you're going to do this right. So why don't you march over to that door and make your way down to the basement?
So we can do but there is no door, or approach the mirror. So I've done a lot of mirror approaching. Let's explore but there is no door.
If this is anything like last time, the mirror will disappear as soon as we try and touch it. I'm sure the door is just behind it.
Okay.
You're clearly hallucinating, but I'd rather not get into it with you right now. The door to the basement is on the far side of the room, whether you can see it or not.
Okay, we're going to approach the mirror because it's the only option we have.
You make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You must think you're looking at that mirror you mentioned earlier, the one that doesn't exist. Just reach forward and open the door. It's still so hazy. We should try and clean it off. Yes. Trying to touch it does seem to be the magic spell to get it out of our way. Maybe it won't disappear this time and we'll finally get a good look at ourselves. We should explore every option.
We're going to wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and place your hand on the door to the basement. The handle is just a little to your right, and a little down. Yeah, we can see it now. So much for our reflection. We didn't need to see ourselves anyway. I'm much more interested in seeing other things.
Oh boy.
No way left to go but down.
Let's go. Enter the basement.
The door to the basement groans open. The air is foul and wet, so thick that you can almost feel it settle onto your skin in layers of grime. The stairs are coated with slimy algae, the wood rotted through in places, reeking of fetid vegetation.
Yuck. So we turned it into a crypt because we killed her.
A wispy figure watches you from the bottom of the stairs, face veiled in shadows, legs submerged up to her shins in dark waters.
Ugh, there's water.
There she is again. Barely. She's just an old memory. Your eyes lock for a brief moment, then she vanishes around the corner.
I'm sorry about last time. Are we good? Is anyone there? I think we have a lot to talk about. I don't have a weapon. There wasn't anything upstairs for me when I got here. Proceed down the stairs. I don't think we're good. I do want to apologize, but this seems a bit much for me. Let's just go downstairs. Let's proceed down the stairs.
As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A bloated body floating face down in slowly rising waters. Her wrist still bound to the wall by a heavy chain.
Oh my.
This cell is a dark and isolated place, with not so much as a window to allow starlight to penetrate the gloom. See? She's dead. She's not just dead. It looks like she's been rotting. So killing her does stick. Mostly. But if she's dead, then what are we supposed to do? She isn't dead. You clearly just believe she is. Her corpse is floating right in front of us. You can stop it with the mind games. If she's dead, then do we even have to do anything? How can she be a threat to the world like this? Your thoughts are cut short by the sound of a slamming door and a clicking lock.
Who is locking us in here this time? Is it still the narrator? I'm so confused. What is happening?
You turn to see the shade of the princess staring down at you from the top of the stairs.
This is interesting.
So that's where the blade is. It's already in her heart. And yet she isn't dead.
Well, let's see what happens now. Oh boy.
She is dead. Have you never heard of a ghost before? Oh, for the love of... Can we not waste time arguing over the semantics of what is and isn't dead? She is clearly conscious. She clearly just slammed the door on you, and she clearly has a weapon. Your pristine blade sticking out of her chest. This is extremely bad. Catastrophic, even. Yeah, dead or not, what are we supposed to do about her? Slaying, or destroying, if we want to be a little more death neutral, seems off the table. Yeah, this is tricky. But let's talk to her. See what kind of information she has that we don't.
But she doesn't want to help us now. And talking to her has never really... I mean, it's been weird.
But she hasn't said anything. Are you sure she can talk like this?
Bold of you to come back here after what you did.
She can talk. Alright, why did you close the door? Let me out. Are you trying to kill me? What's wrong with you? I don't want this. I only killed you after you killed me first. We're even now. We don't need to do this again. Please, I'm begging you, I'll do anything. Just don't let me drown. Yo, that's a very valid one for me, personally. Alright, next. Explore. Is this about last time? I'm sorry. Now can you let me out? Rush for the blade. Rush to the door. Wow. Oh no. All of these options just sound kind of pathetic. Okay, which apology do I want to go with? The one where I'm asking if this is about last time? Asking to be let out? Maybe, actually, I can ask why she closed the door. After all, there's always this talk of her escaping, and if she gets out, she could destroy the world, but she decided to stay in here with us.
But she doesn't answer your question. All she does is watch you in shadowed silence. Do you hear that trickling sound? The water's rising, isn't it?
So she wants to drown us. Okay.
It is, and it's rising fast.
Okay.
Oh, that's interesting. We've never drowned before. I wonder how it'll feel.
If it's trickling, how long will it take?
Bad, I bet. I don't think dying ever feels good. Yes, how astute. Dying is bad and you should avoid it. How about you stop trying to talk to her and do something instead?
Okay, you have any bright ideas, narrator? Okay, let me out. Are you trying to kill me? I'm going to drown. What's wrong with you? I don't want this. Alright, and we read these. Yeah, let's do something. Let's rush to the door.
The princess eyes you with a disaffected gaze as you rush up the stairs, but you don't make it past the first few steps. The door bursts open, a powerful wave of water crashing down towards you. you're swept up in the flood. Your head slams into the basement wall.
Oh, cool. We didn't drown, in a manner of speaking.
You come to a moment later, suspended in darkness, disorientated, only aware of the surface of the water and the emptiness above. And of course, the princess, hovering above you, watching in silence as you struggle to stay afloat in the icy depths. There's no way out.
Okay, I will drown soon.
It's so dark and cold, I think our limbs are slowing down. How much longer can we do this?
Although we might die of hypothermia first.
Just keep breathing, we'll figure this out. Or we won't. It doesn't matter either way. But you don't have time to figure anything out. Something cold and clammy wraps around your ankle. You're dragged under, only able to take one last hopeful gulp of air before your head is plunged into the freezing depths.
Okay, I kind of deserved this.
As you sink below the surface, you see it. Or rather, you see her. The body you found floating when you first arrived, its hand is locked around your ankle, the heavy chains pulling you both down into the unfeeling, suffocating nothingness. I get it. We shouldn't have killed her. Just get it away from us, please.
Oh boy.
The past is the past. There's no changing it. There's nothing to fix. And there's not a lot we can do about the present either. Not unless we think like we should have been doing all along. But there is no thinking as you drown. You desperately try to pull yourself back to the surface again, and again, and again. Your icy limbs flailing desperately against the grip of her rotting corpse. And all the while her ghastly figure stares down at you, expressionless, as unfeeling as the weight around your ankle.
Oof, I am uncomfortable.
Your lungs filled with water, the same your mind filled with blood. In the end, we're not so different.
Glad this is pretty short. But your lungs don't fill, nor will they ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Of course you're scared. This is the end for you. But it's not the end for me. It's going to be okay. Just trust me. We've been here before, and you always get scared. Approach the mirror. Alright, let's go with it's going to be okay. Just trust me, we've been here before. And you always get scared.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything.
You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back. Fear. You don't need to comfort them.
It's not the end. Whatever's on the other side is going to be nice. It's the end for you, but not for me. I'll see you on the other side. It's going to be okay. Approach the mirror. You know what? We're going to ignore them. We are going to approach the mirror. You approach the mirror.
Oh, I don't like that silence.
The voices feel small, distant, as you approach. Time to gaze into our reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You've grown. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. We're going to proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Approach her.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Let's see. Are you the same being as you were before? How much have you changed? What does it feel like to change like this? When this is all done, what do you want to do? You know that at the end of this, once you're finished, I'm going to kill you, right? When I go back, it's as if an invisible wall closes around me. Why can I not do the same things I've done before? You have been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Thank you. You have been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Why? What do you want me to bring you next time? Do you have any thoughts on this vessel? I don't want to hurt you, but the more times I go back, the worse I fear things will be. What do you feel about me? These vessels I've been bringing you, I've hurt them. How many more vessels do I need to bring you? I'm ready to go back. Attack the entity or destroy your body. What does it feel like to change like this? I want to go with.
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
I've only been back, like, playthrough-wise, twice. This is my second time, even. But this is very interesting. You've been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Why? Let's go with that.
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is guarded sorrow. She saw herself as alone, but in the end had the courage to share with another. She will make for a deep heart.
Interesting.
Do not mourn her. She has finally been heard.
What do you feel about me? These vessels I have been bringing you, I've hurt them.
The vessels are a weave of emotion at odds with themselves, but they are only perspectives. They are not me. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
That's very interesting. Let's see. Are you the same being as you were before? How much have you changed?
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
So fascinating. When this is all done, do you know what you want to do?
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be. and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was. I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed.
Very consistent answer so far.
But in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you.
Are we like divine beings or something? Like, or maybe not divine beings, maybe more like hyperdimensional beings, I guess. Alright, let's go with how many... No, I know that. I need to bring back enough. I don't know that 2 is enough, but let's go on. What do you want me to bring you next time?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. Do not worry. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
I am very interested in illuminating shadows and sharing new secrets, so... I can't say I've noticed this specifically, but, you know, if it's a question that's already here, why shouldn't I ask it? When I go back, it's as if an invisible wall closes around me. Why can I not do the same things I've done before?
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
Alright, awesome. Ooh, so you don't have any preferences on how you'd like to change or grow?
My preference is for you to show me what you would like me to see. I cannot know the ways I wish to grow, for I have yet to feel them. It is you who guides me down the thin trail of perspective and memory.
Wow, so fascinating. Huh. I am ready to go back.
I await your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Everything goes dark, and you die. Alright, so we're gonna call
You're
it
on a
here.
path in the woods.
Okay,
And at the end of that path,
so thank you so much for, for joining me. And I look forward to next time when we do this again. Alright, bye.